remember? The fox.
I remember you, my friend. Don't worry. I just been holding that in a long, long time.
You did it! I haven't been this happy since I got stuck in that barrel of fermented figs. I made such a mess. Anyway, go talk to him. Go. Shoot.
Mortal, greetings and defiance. My companion has clearly adopted you, but then he's always seen the best in people. Why should I stay my claws? I have been trapped here for a very long time, mortal. I did not feel the full passage of time, but I know it's been many years. I know Ulfsild is dead, and I know what happened to Ithelia. Ulfsild's mate was an old fool, and the Daedric Prince of nonsense. Bah, you have a luminary's apology, mortal. This has not been an easy awakening. Once, my feathers were armor, my talons cut stone, and my beak could rend the sky itself. Focused, driven. You remind me of Ulfsild, but I suppose that's to be expected. Give me a moment to gather my thoughts, mortal. Place the fable upon the dais, and if you want, speak to my companion. He'll be eager to chat, no doubt.
Poor guy. Look at how tense he is. Don't worry, he's a really good person when he's not mad about being frozen solid for centuries.
It's so good to be able to stretch my limbs, to breathe deep again. I need to go flying soon to truly shake off this chill. But first, we have business, you and I. The other luminaries concern themselves with challenges, riddles, frippery, and dalliance. If you wish to earn my trust, my strength, know it takes heart to protect, to shield those that do not have the strength to defend themselves. I chose to be a bulwark against the hordes, and I'll ask you to do the same. I will summon a list of safeguard tasks. Complete the ones that appeal to you. I will rally my strength, and we will see what happens next. Injustice did not rest while I slumbered. Your time will be well used on these tasks, and while you are gone, the fox and I will have some time to catch up. I missed him dearly. He is loyal, perhaps to a fault. A quality that we both share. When we first met, he was attempting to save a life, and I felt compelled to intervene. Just another creature to protect, sheltering beneath my wings. I would call what we have a partnership, if he had any interest in making decisions. He is fiendishly clever, and unless I'm mistaken, I would not be talking to you today if not for him. Our differences, I think, do not weaken us, but instead make us stronger. I act as a shield for the weak. He aids me in my calling, and we enjoy our time together. What else would you ask for in a companion? In a friend? I am not so old as the Indrik, not so young as the Netch. I was born from another's death. A great sage who stood against a terrible enemy and burned them out from within. A mighty and beautiful spell that cost them their life. The casting required a lengthy ritual, a vast pool of magicka, built day upon day, only to rush forth into a great flood. When the dam burst, there was still a great reservoir left behind. One that coalesced, distilled into me. Elves have carved the shape of winged beasts since before mankind existed. I am a symbol. And top of mind or not, symbols have meaning. So I am the Gryphon, sharp of talon and beak, wings to block the sun, justice incarnate.
That fox came around, and he's maybe the sweetest person I've met in years. Who would have thought a Daedric creature could be like that? It'd be unbecoming of a knight like myself to advise on Thieves' Guild happenings. So I definitely won't tell you to look for heist jobs at the Den and a Bar's Landing. You'd have to be more than a petty thief to get access to jobs like that.
If this fox really was a friend of Ulfsild's, you'd think she'd have taught him not to deface books. Sorry, did you need something? I've heard whisper of liches and dungeons. Places like Fanglair, Crypt of Hearts, and the Vaults of Madness. Probably not a good idea to go alone. Don't look at me, though. I've got to make sure that fox fellow doesn't go after more books.
The fox was able to leave the Gryphon's side at any time, but I wonder how much he did. You've done a kind deed today. Lost Prospect, yes. I believe the land he speaks of is just east of Riften. Foxroot is exceedingly rare, an herb used in clever magic. Ulfsild often sent the fox on errands to retrieve it. Its scent must remind the Gryphon of her.
I'm glad we got the pest problem from earlier sorted. Laren and Julian had me crawling under the most awful and dusty places looking for rats, spiders, you name it. No more of that, thank you very much. Let's see. Cyrodiil. War-torn indeed. These Ayleid ruins are more or less equal distance around Lake Rumer, and no matter who holds what, you'll likely be crossing enemy territory. I'd try to hide or run, but you may prefer to fight.
Julian and I placed bets on what the pest would turn out to be. Turns out we were both wrong, which really is the second best option to being right. Did you need my help with something? I'm not normally one to advocate pickpocketing, but I know of these merchants in the Rift. You can find them in Riften, Nemalton, and Shaw's Stone. Make them sorry for promising miracles from their overpriced cure-alls. Just don't get caught.
Mortal, welcome back. Standing against injustice is a reward all its own. But you have my thanks as well. The time I've had with my oldest and dearest friend has been a balm on my heart, and together, we've come up with a plan. If I am to lend you my strength, if you are to master scribing, you must complete for me a boon. It's a tradition at this point. You have been as a shield for those that need it. Now the Fox and I want you to protect those closer to home. I am. In the end, as she always was, Ulfsild was right. I cannot be its only defense. With the help of my companion, you will borrow protective magic to reinforce our own. Speak to the Fox, mortal. This was his clever idea, and he will be your guide. In the meantime, I will make preparations. It has been some time since these talons did delicate spell work. Move quickly and with courage as you steal these magics, mortal. The Fox is a stalwart ally, but where you are going, the shadows run deep. This may surprise you, as our last moment together was a tempest of frost and ice. But Ulfsild and I were great collaborators. Before the departure of the Schularium, we dreamed of ever-vigilant watchers that would protect the complex. Yes, animated armor based off Ulfsild's design. Sentinels that can stand guard even when my gaze falters. All those years ago, we felt there was no pressing need, until it was too late. He is loyal, perhaps to a fault. A quality that...
We've barely thought out the Gryphon, and now we're going on an adventure to steal magic from Daedric Princes! Isn't that exciting? Oh, I better start some stretches. Don't want to cramp up. You didn't mention where we were going? Silly Gryphon. You and I are going to sneak into the realms of Hermaeus Mora, Mehrunes Dagon, and Nocturnal. We'll make away with some of their precious creatia and steal it back here. All we have to do is find somewhere the connection between Nirn and a Daedric realm is thin enough for me to wiggle through. Like digging a tunnel from one den to another. Easy. All right, Mr. Big Tough Adventurer. I know for you going to a Daedric realm is like going to a corner bakery to buy some bread. But the places we'll be going are being watched. We have to be subtle. And subtle is my middle name! You and I are heading to Rootwater Grove in Greenshade, Dawnbreak in Auridon, and an old fort called Faldar's Tooth in the Rift. Oh, and make sure you bring some lockpicks. Another adventure with you! Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. I think it's called... Chirisha? Creatia? It's the stuff that the Daedric Princes use to make their realms. I just have to follow my nose. I spent a lot of time with the Gryphon while he was frozen, but not all the time. He wasn't holding up his end of the conversations. I would kind of take myself on walks, and I learned a lot over the years. Like, well, what raw creation smells like. The Prince of Knowledge sent tentacles deep into the ground beneath Rootwater Grove. That'll let me wiggle my way into a part of Apocrypha called the Obscured Forum. He has a little bit of creation tucked away in there. It smells like old books. Oh, you worked with a Daedric Prince? That's so neat. I bet that was exciting. Did you get to shake his tentacles, or... Anyway, hopefully we'll still be able to keep a low profile over there. Bad guys that follow Dagon burned the town of Dawnbreak, thinning the barrier between Auridon and the Deadlands. We'll slip through to this fortress called Ardent Hope. The creatia the prince has stashed there, smells burny like sulfur. Look. There's a lot of fire, and Dremora soldiers, and ash. That's about it. I've only been there a few times because it's only either boring or terrifying with almost nothing in between. Let's just hope we don't draw much attention. I had to really sniff hard for a place I could wriggle through to the Evergloam. Valdar's tooth is full of cultists, and their prayers did the trick. I hope. I can sniff very faintly some Creatia. Smells spooky. Like an old mansion? Dark and full of shadows. Scary things around every corner, it seems like. It's all the worst parts of a witches' festival party wrapped up in one place. When we get there, I'll stick close to the entrance. You try not to get caught.